Welcome back. I'm YEON-CHUL, and let's take a look at today's top stories. The South Korean government has officially announced its decision to push for sending humanitarian food aid to North Korea. However, it's unclear if North Korea will accept the aid, as it is strongly demanding the easing of the sanctions as a prerequisite for denuclearization talks.
3 days after North Korea's launch of short-range projectiles, the leaders of South Korea and the United States had a phone conversation and agreed that the North needed humanitarian food aid. The South Korean government has officially announced that it will push forward a plan to provide food aid to North Korea in close cooperation with the international community.
구체적으로 통일부가 어떤 일을 해야 되는지를 좀 준비하기 위해서 회의를 또 소집해 놓겠습니다.
The issue of humanitarian aid will be discussed in detail at the upcoming working group talks between South Korean and U.S. officials. The most likely method of sending food aid to the North is via an international organization. Seoul may also consider providing the aid directly in a bid to resume inter-Korean dialogue. International organizations such as the United Nations World Food Program said recently that North Korea is facing the worst food crisis of the past 10 years. This year, food shortages in the North have surpassed 1.3 million tons. In other words, 40% of the North Korean population, or more than 10 million people, do not have enough food to eat.
The social groups that are more affected and in danger are children, young children, and women, pregnant women, and lactating women.
However, it's unclear if North Korea will accept food aid or return to the negotiating table, as Pyongyang keeps demanding that sanctions against the North be eased as a precondition for the denuclearization talks.
인도적 지원은 인도적 지원. 핵과 미사일 문제는 핵과 미사일 문제에서 분리 대응할 가능성이 높다고 보여집니다. 바로 대화의 재개로 갈 가능성은 낮고 탐색전이 벌어질 수 있는 그런 계기는 될 수 있을 것 같습니다.
The negative public opinion about North Korea's recent firing of projectiles will also affect the decision whether or not to send food aid to the North.